Hey, what's up, my dudes? Just want to go over this dude real quick. I'm kind of losing my voice because I've tried recording this video like 7 times and my app keeps crashing. But I feel this is gonna be the one where it doesn't crash. So let's go over his base stats first. They're shit, obviously, but with this kit it works, and I'll explain why. His S3 scales more off of percent health lost, and I believe it's 0.5% more damage per 1% health lost. Don't quote me on that. I'll pin a comment what his multipliers are, but that's my guess. I know his S3 scale's better than Kayron's. Not so much terms in how much attack, but in terms of health lost, I think he gets more damage than Kayron does based on his percent health lost HP or percent HP lost. So yeah, his health doesn't matter because his damage gets capped because of his S2, and his speed doesn't really matter either. It's low, yeah, but you really don't need more than, I'd probably say like 140, 150 on him. Excuse me. And the reason is he actually gains combat readiness when he strips buffs with his S1. And he's a knight, so he can hold Elbrus. So you can kind of look at that kit right there and see why you really wouldn't need speed. He gets all he needs from that. Granted, yeah, you actually have to strip buff to gain the combat readiness, but he gets Elbrus procs to do his damage anyways. So building him slower isn't that big of a deal. It won't affect him that much. His base defense is okay. It's better than Thieves, so I guess you could say that. I'm not going to go preview his skills. His S1 is a buff strip. His S3, fine, I'll go over him. Hacks the enemy down with a sword with 35% chance each to dispel 2 debuffs. This goes up to 50 with Mola, and you get some more from skill tree investment. I'll go through that. And then unmolded here is 50% chance. That's his max amount of health he can take in one attack. It goes up to 65, so he won't take more than 35%. And then the last skill, Preach, attacks the enemy in the name of Chaos, recovering health proportional to damage dealt. I'm not sure what the health scaling is. I'll pin it in the comment. When the enemy is buffed, has a 50% chance to activate Heavy Strike. Damage dealt increases proportional caster's lost health. He doesn't gain any increased chance off of Mola, but he gains some from the skill tree. I'm not sure the exact value. I think he gains 40%. It might be 50. I'll have to go double check. So we'll go look at that now, actually. Oh my god, this thing takes forever. Okay, here he is. He's not really a priority for me right now. I'm definitely saving all of my promotion fodder for Bologna when she comes out, but he'll probably be the next project after that. Okay, so here, he gets 10%. No, he gets 20% here. And then he gets 30% here. Right? Yeah, so it does go up to 50. This is how I would recommend filling out a skill tree if you're just doing it over time and you're not sitting on 7,000 fire runes. So this one I would pass on till the end. It just increases his base health, which isn't a big deal. He's going to take the same amount of damage anyways because damage gets capped. So I would recommend go here and then go here, grab the effectiveness, just so you can jump over here and grab this 50% chance on his S3. And then come up here and grab the damage, and then over here and grab the extra healing. And then after that, I would come over here and grab this extra dispel chance, so there's another 10% there, making it 60 if you invest Mola, 45 with no Mola. And then you come over here and you gain 20% combat readiness here whenever you dispelled, as I was talking about earlier. And then come over here and grab the effectiveness, and then down here and grab the health if you want to max it out. That's how I recommend going about filling this out. I kind of went through in my last recording that I tried to do and went over gear, but I really don't have an optimal set for him. So I'll just talk about how I want to build him in the best case scenario. With his kit, Like, obviously you want to run him on Elbrus. I don't think you would run him with any other artifact. You could probably do like Ancient Sheath or something else like that. But I think Elbrus is best case scenario because his base speed is so bad. You want to build him kind of like Charles. But the difference is, like, I don't think putting this guy on counter is necessarily the best option. I would actually put him on a very nicely subbed lifesteal set. And I don't mean the Abyss crap. The Abyss crap sucks. Like, you might be able to use some Abyss stuff as filler gear, but the Abyss stuff is like loaded with HP and speed subs that you don't really need. You want more damage on this guy, and you want a lot of crit damage. The Abyss set does not provide squat for crit damage, so I wouldn't recommend building him if you're just going to throw him on Abyss set, because he's going to do no damage. Like, personally, I think with this dude, you want to really push his crit damage as high as you can. You want to push his attack as high as you can. I would prioritize crit damage over attack, though. Grab like 50% effectiveness, get his speed up to around, I don't know, 150, 160, 140, you know, if you're lacking a bit, but probably about 150, 160. Get him on Elbrus and let him go to town. Like, that's how I think you should build him. Any other build I don't think is really optimal. It really depends on how much he heals for this. I'll pin it in the comment. But if he can heal a lot off of that, then maybe it's worth putting him on destruction set, maybe on attack set, crit set with, you know, maybe even speed set, but I wouldn't even recommend speed set. He doesn't get much out of it. I think lifesteal is the way to go. And then for the offset, in PvP situation, definitely have immunity on him, because I'm pretty sure he could still get one shot by burns from Araminta if he's really squishy. So if you get hit by an Araminta and you get landed with 3 burns, he's going to die still, even despite his passive, I'm pretty sure. So as for his specialty change, every time I go and look through the stuff, my game crashes. So I will just say where I farmed. I farmed 6/6 world, and it took under 500 stamina to complete it out. And that was for all the soldiers. For the Merc's medicine, the best stage, and this, like, when I go here to farm this, it crashes. I don't know why, but that's on my end. And I'm not saying the game crashes, my recording app crashes. But you go to World 3, and it's the stage with Dingo and Sid. I believe it's 3-S2. I think that's what it is, or 2S, whatever they want to call it, but it's that stage. Both of them have a chance to drop Merc's medicine. You actually need it to drop to complete the specialty change. You can't just gift him one, like Yuna, for example. So that's the place I would recommend to get it. If you're just looking to get it done as fast as possible. There's other stages, like any stage that has 2 bosses that both drop Merc medicines, that's the best place to do it. That's the only one that really comes to mind. I think there's another one that does it too. But that's where I would do that. And as for the labyrinth, like, you can only do it on one stage. Make sure you do the stage that it says, and stay in the nice area. Don't go down to the dungeon. There's mostly rats in there. But you can clear it in one run. I actually have a screenshot that I will post up now. Okay, here you really just want to stay around those smiley faces. Don't go down where that figure 8 is, and you'll clear it just fine. That's where you find all the guys. And that's where you'll kind of stay in that area to complete all that. And as for the actual challenge mission, just make sure you kill the Enoch first, because he gets annoying. And just soul burn Butcher's S3 whenever you're hitting the Corvus. And it's pretty easy. You can auto it pretty much other than that. But that's it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you want me to do more reviews on some other units, let me know. Stay tuned for the Champion Zerato debut, which I will be doing sometime this week. And you guys have a good one. Later.